this rain. Good day and hello, besties. My name is Shelby Ashley, and welcome back to coverage for Big Brother 28. This is the premiere night, and I'm telling you, my blood is coursing through my veins in a way only Big Brother can. I thought this was a super campy type of premiere, and also in my area, I'm lucky enough to have a severe thunderstorm warning. So I was interrupted multiple times during my premiere, but thank you, Twitter, and I also was watching someone else watch it, so I got a little bit of information that way. So have no fear, I still have all the information you need. So buckle up, we are getting right in. And I'm telling you, it was right when Ashley was getting introduced, was when the thunderstorm interruption started. I had no chance. God hates me. So, but we started off with Julie talking about, well, first of all, we started off with a tribute to Mickey, who was on last season. She passed away tragically in December of last year, and so it was really nice just to have that nice title card for her and just acknowledge it, because it is like a big mark on the Big Brother community, so that was very nice. Then we get Julie. Julie's talking about the theme of the season. It is time travel. It's a time trip theme. And then we start getting into the intro packages. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Ashley, and she's one of my picks this year, but I'm sure hers was lovely. And then we have Layla. Layla, I cannot wait to see, Lala, sorry about that. I cannot wait to see all her outfits. I think she has such a colorful wardrobe. I thought it was funny that Lyric does eviction law, and so she's going to be evicting people. I thought that was cute. Haley's energy in her package was already more than we got in her preview, which I was thankful for. And I loved Mallory's space bed as well. And, dude, these women are fit and sexy. This is a sexy, sexy group of women. I almost just choked and died. It's like I'm watching Love Island, for real. Especially some of the women are just wearing bikinis, and I'm like, thank you. Yes. Julie jokes with all the women who are on stage and says, it's all women's season. And then she takes it back. In classic Julie fashion, she loves a little fake out, but we love her as well. Sorry if you can hear the storm. It's just what's happening tonight. It's the aesthetic, I suppose. So next we get the men. We get Kamu, Drew, Jason, Rome, Barrett, and Chuck, and Yash. Kamu is an artist. I didn't see that coming. But we also see some interesting stuff from his history on his nice little Instagrams and stuff. So I don't know, man. But we'll give him a chance. I'm sorry, my cat is just knocking stuff down. Mitzi! She doesn't even listen. I don't know why I tried. And then there was a lot of braces content in here, which I appreciate as a former brace face myself. And I was an adult brace face, so I took that shit very seriously. But I was really excited when Jason came on the screen. I really was laughing in this little montage when he's like, I'm never falling off the wall. I thought that was cute. Rome's intro was just as bad as I expected. It was just as insufferable as I expected. Chuck is fucking fit as well. These men are fit. This whole cast is fit. So I'm kind of here for it. At least they're all on a level playing field in a way. And he said he's going to be buying a new pickup truck. That's pretty funny. And he really gave a better impression than I got in his intro video that we saw. And then Yash, he was just giving me first boot. That's all I wrote down. So when we move in various little groups. I thought they were all just about to walk in at once, because I was like, what is this? Because I feel like, normally there's 5 people on stage and then they all enter. They don't even see each other beforehand. Oh, and Julie being like, this preview is for the viewers only, not the women. You have to wait. It's just Big Brother. I love this show so much. I really do. That's why I'm covering it. But the idea of telling other people to watch this show is very embarrassing. It is. Whatever, though. first to move in, we had Kamu, Jason, Rome, Ashley, and Taylor. Kamu opened the door for Jason, who went in first. But, you know, I think that's been broken. I think that curse has been broken, the first in curse. I really like the diary room background this season. I always like that little detail that they have. I don't think it's too busy. Next we have Lala, Mallory, Yash, Barrett, and Lyric walking in the house, and everybody's like really bugging out over these bunk beds. They all love the bunk beds, which honestly they look pretty cool this year, I must say. Lala can be my matriarch any day, I wrote down, and Mallory talking about being besties with Lyric. Like, I understand to some people that comes off a little strong, and who knows when that was recorded, but I think I so relate, because when I catch a good vibe from somebody, I'm just, you know, want to vibe with them, like, but I come off, I'm like an all or nothing, you know what I mean? So I get that. But I wonder if they're setting us up for, like, Lyric not liking that. You know, it's been a couple days in the house, so who knows what happens. Let's see here. Next, we have Drew, Chuck, Haley, and Melody entering the house. Drew is already saying there's going to be 2 more people, and I think that's a little bold. I guess it's a little obvious. Sorry, I thought someone was entering my home, but it was a cat toy. I thought that was a little obvious, but it also kind of, like, gives a little super fanny vibe. So, and he kind of looks a little super fanny, just, I can't really describe it, but he does. So, I thought it was a pretty bold take. Next, we start getting into the competitions. The best part of the episodes, aren't they? Oh my goodness. The severe thunderstorm warning really started kicking into high gear for me around this time as far as interruptions go. But we get Julie on the screen. She tells them, expect the unexpected, and then she drops the bomb that nobody in the house is going to be HOH. Now, I'll save some spoilers for the end of what I've heard in these BB streets, but I guess it makes more sense what I've heard because of this, but I really wish everybody played. Like, everybody talks about how vets, when they come in, they always have an advantage as safety or something like that, and you're getting a vet that gets to, like, set the tone for the season by being the first HOH. Now, as far as, like, I think they're going to play aggressively, so I'm kind of here for it, but for their longevity, I hope it doesn't really, I don't know, it's like an advantage, but with the blockbuster, you know, like, I really expect the unexpected, honestly, so really anything could happen, but this shook me. I did not know this, so I thought that was a fun little thing. Like, being in the house, you must be like, what the hell? And also, you know, they're okay, wait, we'll get there. Let's see here. Julie explains that the time is the theme, and then she asks them to go into the dining room, and when they get into the dining room, a bald-ass Enzo appears on the screen, saying that he's from Meow Meow Enterprises, and then we get a flash from last year when the masterminds, like, were using their laser. Oh, it's funny, you see Frankie Grande and Jason is in the house, and they're besties, so it's kind of like a funny Frankie Grande planting a friend as well in this. But we get this whole Big Brother coded montage, and then they introduce the dining table time machine, where I guess they're gonna sit and be traveled into time. The acting of them, like, landing back was it was low budget movie. It was giving low budget movie. So, let's see here. Julie comes back and tells the house guests they do have a chance to win for safety, though. Play for safety. So, although one of them will not be HOH, 3 of them get the chance to win safety. It is confirmed that 3 other reality icons will be entering the house. Now, if I was Jason, I'm a reality icon, aren't I? Like, what do you mean I'm just here? But I also, for him, socially, I think that's a good thing for him. And, you know, he probably, you know, I was thinking about it, and I'm very familiar with Selena Estes and stuff, and I watched Drag Race, but but I don't know if I would recognize him. I haven't watched this last season of All Stars that he was on, but I don't really know if I would recognize him out of drag. Maybe the voice, though, eventually. So, you could, try to play it cool, and if no one recognizes you, then you don't even really have to say it. But it's part of who you are, though, so I don't know. But let's see here. When they were explaining the competition for picking the people who are going to get a chance to play for safety, basically everybody but 2 people are going to get a chance to play. I got so lost. I could not follow anything. But by the time I was about to go pull the Twitter tweets, oh my god, for the explanations of the rules, the competition was over. So I didn't really bother too bad. I know that they had to go throughout the house, find these little capsules that equaled the number that was on Enzo's chest, which I think was 28. So, and I saw Dalton Ross make this tweet, and it was making Big Brother contestants do simple math is so uncalled for. That made me laugh. So first, Lyric locks in her spot, then we get Lala, then we get Kamu, and then it's just a montage of all the other house guests, and we are left with Ashley and Barrett not being part of the 2 people who not being a part of the group who gets to play for safety. So that's kind of a bummer for Barrett, honestly. And for Ashley, those are 2 of my winner. I have 4 winner picks. Whatever, who cares? My draft team, if you will. But man, I was really surprised, especially at Barrett. And I guess you're under pressure. It's pretty busy. Doing math under pressure for me would also take me for a loop for a minute. But that probably sucks for Barrett. Oh my gosh, I should listen to the podcast, Barrett's podcast, while, Barrett is on. I think that might be fun. So, let's see here. So, Julie tells them that they are going to be recruiting these reality icons by traveling in time to different eras and getting these icons to come, giving them a note of some sort. Again, I was kind of in and out. Not a great look for one of my first recaps, but you know what? Mother Nature's just going to do what she does. So we're just going to keep playing along. So, let's see. So we get Lala, Kamu, Mallory, and Rome. They get sent to 1988 in Long Beach, California. It's a mall themed, and Julie says that there's an actress there that works in the mall, and she says this is the reality icon that is going to be coming into the house. But this is her in 1988. So, the wig choice was a little crazy. But what are you gonna do? This is where my weather cut out for a good minute. So I didn't really get to watch this competition or the next one, but it was a balanced competition where you had to put 8 items on a wobbly rack. And then Rome wins this, so that means he gets safety for the week, which I'm sure he'll need once he opens his mouth for real, because I just feel like he's about to be calling people submissives up in there, and it's not going to be good for him. And if Angela wins HOH, she can't put Rome up, so that sucks. We can't repeat history. We can't get him at 2.0. So, my Kalshi bet or whatever was not going through. Let's see here. So I didn't see Angela enter the house. After this, they all come back. Angela enters the house, and I guess I saw where Lala says something about her, something like you can't have 2 mothers. She needs to go. But I hope that they can bond over it. They also both have children, and only them and Devins have children in the house. So I think that's a really big bonding moment for them. So next we are traveling to 2018 in Fiji. It's a jungle setting. We have Drew, Haley, Chuck, and Taylor going and traveling to 2018. They have to place planks to make a pathway across. It's a very Survivor type of challenge. And Chuck wins, and so he's safe this week. And then we get a Jeff Probst cameo. Not on the fucking bingo card. Gotta say, that would have been a great, like, if you made a literal bingo card for the show. Like, I would not have thought that we would have Jeff Probst, but look at that. You expect the unexpected, indeed. They all come back to the house, and then Rick Devens enters. I think it was so funny when Barrett was like, Devens! Immediately, and he's gonna go by Devens. I thought he would go by Rick because his name's Rick, but I mean, on Survivor he goes by Devens, so that's nice. I just hate when I say Devens is you know, that S oh my gosh, possessive. I almost said superlative. You know, that's type tough, but whatever. I think that's awesome. I think it's cool that, and Angela loves Devens. For now, at least. So that's mom and dad right now, for real. Like, I am so excited. I hope they are a super duo. Like I said, I feel like the parents in the house are really gonna bond over being parents. I mean, that's a huge, like, that's just someone to commiserate with on missing your children. You know, a lot of them, especially, like, well, I think as Devens is the only one with children that are really young. So, you know, you're away, like, that's gotta feel a little guilty. You know, it's just somebody to be able to talk about that with, and I think that's really important in the Big Brother house, to be able to have people to just be human with and just be people with, you know. So next up, we are going, I'm really glad my power didn't just go out. That would have sucked. So next up, we are going to June 27th, 2010. It's a club setting. We have Lyric, Yash, Jason, and Melody playing in this competition. My Corbin-coded Melody. I can't not say it in my head, so hopefully I break this habit. They have to listen to a prompt and decide which one was like the most said, second most said, or least said between Slippery Nipple, Fuzzy Navel, and Bahama Mama. I have only had a Bahama Mama. I have no idea what a Slippery Nipple is or a Fuzzy Navel. I had a Cosmo yesterday, and that was delicious. And I'm also an espresso martini girl, so I loves me a little girly drink, for real. Melody gets out first. She gets super freaking slimed, and she's like spitting it out of her mouth. It came from the top and from the front. That is so jarring. I would be so mad. I'm gonna be so for real. If I get slimed my first day in the Big Brother house, girl, I have no chance. Like, you are so, like, no, I wouldn't be about it. Let's hear. Yash gets out, and then Lyric also is eliminated as well. So that means Jason wins, and Jason wins safety. I think Jason's going is probably a lot at first, so I hope that works out in his favor of having. Obviously, it does work out in his favor having safety, but you know what I'm saying. And then they really, really want you to think that this is Rachel Riley coming in this house. It's a VIP waitress, cocktail waitress. You know, it's like a club setting. The gloved hand, the red hair, whenever that actress is walking out, that was definitely not Rachel Riley, because that hair was straight, let's be honest, and Rachel always curls her hair. But, I was like, why are we baiting us into thinking this is Rachel? There's no way Rachel's on the season. We would know if Rachel's on the season, you know what I mean? But then it's like, open the door, shit, it's Rachel. I was like, what the hell? Now, when Julie said 3, if she said a couple, handful, few, you know, I'd be a little more convinced that Rachel was actually here. But when I saw Rachel, I, like, literally didn't believe it. Why would you have her? I guess you had her on twice before, but, like, back to back. But, like, why would you do that? Like, I wouldn't have believed that. I wonder how Barrett felt in that moment. If he, like, believed that it was going to be, like, her actually staying. So next we are told that the BB Blockbuster is back, which thank goodness. I love the BB Blockbuster. It's genuinely, it really has revamped the excitement in my mind, because I was really getting tired of people planning for the next week on a Monday. Like, we have a whole half a week. Can something happen, please? So I feel like the Blockbuster has really made it a lot more exciting on Thursdays to see who's safe. A lot harder on a house guest, I think, to be able to strategize for the future. But I'm so here for it. I love the Blockbuster. So then everybody's told they're going to travel to 175 million BC, the Jurassic period. And I am so dead at Devin's outfit. Something about his outfit was so funny to me. Him walking in it, I don't really know what it was about it. It was just super duper funny to me. And I was just so here for it. But then we didn't even get the competition though, because Rachel starts getting attacked by a dinosaur. What? Again, this show is so embarrassing, honestly. Like, I'd rather tell people I watch Love Island than watch Big Brother sometimes. I'd rather tell people I am genuinely keeping up with 2 different seasons of Love Island at the same time. But whatever. This is also what I love about Big Brother, though. It's so campy. This was so silly. Rachel was being so over the top. You just knew she wasn't really here. So this dinosaur comes and pecks Rachel up to the top of the volcano. And I'm pretty sure she says, when she falls in, and she says, "Butterfly icon!" And she falls in. And just like, why do I tell people to watch this show? I've told my Survivor people, I'm like, you gotta turn it on, Devin's, and, you know, Dee's probably gonna be on, but, like, it's, like, stuff like this, where I'm like, I'm sorry I made you watch this, but you just gotta be here for it. Julie confirms that Rachel has met her untimely demise and is out of the game. Again, what is this show? And then she tells the house guests that she'll just have to find someone else to take her place. And then Julie begins her outro and her slew of telling us the schedule for the next week. Tomorrow is BB Unlocked for the first time, and then we're going to find out who the third person is who is on this season. And feeds start after 9 p.m. tomorrow after BB Unlocked. And we also find out how America can impact the first 6 weeks of the game tomorrow. So there must be some type of America's vote happening. Whatever, they're so rigged. I really don't care about a vote. But it'll be interesting to see, like, what the options are, and I'll still vote, of course, like, just in case. And then we end with Julie going up to the dining table time machine, the DTTM, if you will, and then she asked it to take her to December 20th, 2023, and that is the date that none other than Dee has won Survivor. So that's how we end the episode. Some spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, why are you here? I don't know. But this isn't going to be really a spoiler-free podcast. I might save them for the end, but I think as I do recaps of episodes, I will just kind of like sprinkle in some knowledge in between. But it might not even really be that much of a spoiler thing. Well, it probably will be, actually. So we'll kind of play with that and see. But, so if you don't want any spoilers, click out now. Go follow me everywhere. It's in my description. Thank you so much for being here. But if you do want spoilers, so apparently, according to Hamster Watch on Twitter, Dee is our first HOH. And she is in the house, and she is playing the game. I got a little scared for a minute because I saw the press stuff for Angela and Rick today, but I didn't think about, they're going to announce her tomorrow, you know, so of course we don't see the Dee stuff. We'll see that later tomorrow. But, you mean to tell me Dee is my first HOH? I think she's going to kill it as an HOH. I almost wish she wasn't the first one, but I guess I'd rather her be HOH out of her, Devins, and Angela. But I am so excited for feeds to start tomorrow. I will be so sad for it, especially if she's our first HOH. I'm so excited to see her play in real time. I'm excited to see these house guests. People are giving, people are delivering, and I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what the dynamics are. I'm so glad Angela likes Devins. I'm really shocked by that, actually. So that's really cool stuff. So if you would like to continue following Big Brother with me, hopefully it is not a thunderstorm every single damn time I'm trying to record. But you can follow me on everything for the most part at Shelby Ashley, and that first E is a 3, and subscribe to the channel. I think I will be doing post-show recaps after every episode. I will be doing another one tomorrow for BB Unlocked, and then it's time to lock in to the feeds. And I'm not going to be doing any feed coverage or anything, but I will be talking about some stuff, maybe, you know, some basic things, spoilery at the end of every recap, I guess. So, thank you so much for watching this all the way through. I hope you have a lovely night, and I will be back after the next episode of Big Brother. Later!